Hey, what's good, y'all? Keto here with another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Super Smash Bros. Community and the recent drama from a few weeks ago that's been surrounding a few individuals, especially a professional player by the name of Leffen. Now, what happened recently in the Smash Bros. Community is that someone by the name of Hax unfortunately ended up taking his own life weeks ago in early April. And because Leffen was the person that Hax had the most beef with to the point of bullying him, most people on Twitter ended up pointing the finger at him from being one of the main reasons as to why Hax ended up taking his own life. Basically just telling Leffen that he now has blood on his hands. It has gone so bad to the point where his name at some point was trending on Twitter for a couple of hours, and the backlash that Leffen received out of all this drama was so much that he ended up making his Twitter account private while waiting for the situation to die out, which still is to this day as of me making this video. Now, if I was to be honest, I'm just gonna say this. I think that as soon as Leffen saw the backlash that he's been receiving from this somehow still ongoing situation, that he should have addressed this by explaining his thoughts on all of this, and pretty much say that he never intended on having Hax reach that point of no return with his life. Don't get me twisted, from everything that I heard about Leffen, I still think that the dude's an asshole and all of that, but I don't think anyone will ever want to reach a point that is so low that you end up having blood on your hands by being the reason as to why someone ended up taking their own life. Or at least that's what I hope. I don't know about Leffen, but I'm sure that he never wanted this situation to go that way in the first place. Now, of course, I do understand that Hax has done some things here and there as well, but from what I've heard about most people, Hax was a cool guy to hang out with, and was at the time struggling with mental health issues and has tried to end it all previously last year, and supposedly ended up losing one of his legs after that attempt. Now, I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark, and keep in mind this is only an assumption coming from me, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think one of the main reasons why Hax ended up passing away like this is that he got done incredibly dirty by the Smash Bros. Tournament organizers, especially those in New York City, I believe, from what I've seen on Twitter. He tried to call Leffen out for all the shit that he did, along with Hax's ex-girlfriend did to him over the years in a video, and instead of having justice served in honor of Hax, it ended up backfiring against him because of the fact that the tournament organizers had some kind of favoritism in favor of Leffen, and pretty much ended up banning Hax instead, most likely because Hax apparently said something along the lines of Leffen being the second coming of Adolf Hitler. I'm not making that up, by the way, because of how he has destroyed his life over the years. And because of that, all of these years of bullying or harassment presumably ended up culminating in Hax having done 2 attempts on his life, with obviously the second one being unfortunately all said and done. And now that the irreversible has been done, most people believe that, like I said, Leffen now has blood on his hands and are generally calling for TSM, which is the esports organization that Leffen is playing for, to drop him out of the org, which is still happening to this day. Now, I don't know if Leffen should have consequences to that extent. I mean, yeah, he does deserve to get banned for being an asshole in general, not just in Smash, but also in the fighting game community as well. But I don't think he should be deplatformed and kicked from his org for now, because we don't know if this is the outcome that he wanted. Now, I understand that this is exaggerating and all, but I doubt it is what he wanted, but still, we never know. If this is not what he wanted, he should at least clear out the air with a statement and then apologize for all the shit he did to Hax over the years, and of course pay his respects. Some people here and there may not want to hear it from him because of how it is now too late, but at least it's better than just staying there and doing nothing. However, if he is somehow twisted enough that this is what he wanted, then yeah, I'm all for deplatforming him and all of that stuff, because imagine wanting to proudly wear the title of someone who ruined a life so hard to the point where you end up getting blood on your hands. Maybe at the end of the day it's just me exaggerating on some things by getting far-fetched ideas, but I don't know. I think Leffen's gonna have to release a statement, or at least in some capacity address the situation in order to make his position clear in all of this, but I believe we'll see as time goes on. So anyways, with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching this video. If you guys liked what you saw, make sure to comment, leave a like, and subscribe, as any form of support means a lot to me. If you want to show some extra support, make sure to go ahead and become a channel member if you're willing to do so. you will get exclusive perks in return, which I believe will make your time worth it. Make sure to also turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss out on any of my future content. This was Kether, paying my respects to Hax. Rest in peace, my guy. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.